Back to Blue Raider Stadium, Lindsey Wilson wins it by a score of 26-14. Coach Chris Oliver joins me now here as Blue Raiders improve to 3-0 on the season. Coach, told Bob, to me, obviously it's a huge win against a quality opponent. To me, the biggest win today was for your offensive line. I thought they were spectacular. 1 sack allowed today, and that was on a ball that looked like Cameron just kind of took his eyes off of it and just fell on the ball. But for the most part today, terrific job protecting Cameron.
Yeah, I think our offensive line played much better. And the run game was inconsistent, but, there were some moments where it was really good. I'm just looking at the stats here. 209 rushing yards on 44 carries, and we had another 30-yarder that got called back for a holding, and we got to fix our holding, I guess. So we had a few holding calls. That's kind of a record for holding calls in the Mid-South Conference in today's game. But I thought our offensive line played much better. And I say that it wasn't the O-line that was getting those holding calls, right. So I'll give that caveat. But O-line played much better. We talked about that throughout the week, and that was a challenge. We had to get better. We knew this was probably the best pass rushing team that we've played yet in the 3 games. I thought we did a great job limiting their opportunities to get to us, and Cameron helped us out a few times with his legs, but overall the O-line played better.
Well, I thought it was, while there wasn't a lot of scoring early, it was only 7 points scored in the first quarter. I thought it was a solid start for us, especially obviously defensively, but even offensively. Outside of the very first series where you went 3 and out, I felt like your guys looked settled. I didn't feel like that there was really any nerves. Not that they had a reason to be nervous, but I just felt like that they felt like, you know what, we're here. This is the type of game that we can win.
Yeah, I don't think we were pressing. I think we kind of let the game come to you a little bit. And I think one of the things that we probably dealt with the first series or two, we were playing a team that was pretty fresh. They had training camp, they played a game, and then they had a bye week. So they had 2 weeks to prepare for us. And have only played 1 game on the season. Now, in some ways, that's an advantage for us because we have more reps under our belt. But certainly from a standpoint of the fresher team, the healthier team, that advantage would go to Faulkner today. So I think, there's a decent chance that probably played into a little bit of that, being neutral a little bit on offense. But I thought our guys settled in and, really had a lot of positives today on offense.
You've had 2 career shutouts here at Lindsey Wilson. I would say I would challenge you to find me a better 30 minutes of football defensively than what your team played in that first half today.
Yeah, I think you're right, especially when you factor in the quality of the opponent. They're playing an experienced quarterback, a great receiving core. So yeah, I think you're exactly right. And you get those moments or that human nature sinks in, and you never want to get a punt blocked, and then you give up what could have been a shutout. But possibly, off a blocked punt. So those things are, disappointing, but that's how the game is played. And then all of a sudden, you're in a ball game. And I told the team afterwards, it's 2 weeks in a row where we've had a moment in the second half where it kind of feels like we're in full control, and then all of a sudden, bam, bam, 1-2 plays happen, and you start doing the math on the scoreboard of, okay, well, are they going to go for 2? Are they going to onside kick? Where are we at? And this is one of those games today where that happened. And in this day and age of college football with explosive offenses everywhere, it rarely is a game ever over, until that final whistle. As long as there's time on the clock, people can score, it seems like. And, we have to continue to get used to playing with a lead. But overall, I thought it was a great day, and I'm really proud of our defensive effort. A really great defensive show.
I don't say it often, but maybe we were outplayed a little bit on special teams, which doesn't happen very often.
Well, we got to look at the video, and I think we've diagnosed where we got the punt blocked and how that happened, but sometimes, you don't really know until you turn on the video and watch it. I thought our kickoff coverage was pretty good. Yeah. And we missed another tackle. They had one where Jared Doherty had to kind of insert and shove the guy out of bounds, and we missed a tackle on that one. We didn't have a lot of opportunities on kickoff return, but certainly giving up the onside kick was a negative for us, and that's a good situation to learn from. We need to go attack that football a little bit more, and that was an outstanding kick. I mean, I've seen a lot of dribbler bunt onside kicks over the years. Just watching TV, watching games, that is one of the best I've ever seen. That was a perfect kick. They executed it extremely well, and we did not make the play right there. So I think you're right. The special teams wasn't, and then we had a blocked extra point. The special teams wasn't quite the advantage that we hoped for, and we got to continue to be more consistent.
On the afternoon, Coach, you go 8 of 14 on third downs. And we talked about it in the pregame about setting yourself up for success on third downs. And I thought for the most part we did it. There was a couple of big third down plays. Scotty Krantz made 2 huge third down catches over the middle. Cameron delivered terrific passes. But I really thought our first down, second down efficiency, which I don't have the stats on that, but I just got to believe that it was pretty good today.
Yeah, I felt like we were in second and medium a whole lot. It did not feel like we were in second and long. Just as calling the plays out there, it felt like we were in second and medium a whole lot. And anytime you can, what'd you say, 8 of 14 on third down?
Yeah,
that is a big number.
That's a big number.
That's a big number. When you're hitting 60% on third down. So that is indicative of great first down play, like you said.
And on the other side, Faulkner was 5 of 15, and 3 of those conversions were on that final drive that they scored on. So again, we go back to saying how good your defense is. If you look at the third down efficiency, today was a really big day for the Blue Raiders.
Oh, for sure. I'm just really proud of how our defense played. Our staff had a great plan, and we came out and, like you said, that was as good a half of football as we've played, and on defense in a long time.
I got to bring this up just because it was kind of a ha-ha moment for me up here. Scotty Krantz had such a good game today, made some really big plays, and Cameron just missed getting him a touchdown score. And I saw how disappointed you were on the sideline. It would have been awesome because Scotty deserved it. He had such a good game today.
Yeah, for sure. And the ball just slipped out of Cameron's hands. It's one of those things that you saw their quarterback get one late in the game. We had some pressure on their quarterback, and the ball just slipped out of his hands. It's a hot day, and you get a sweaty hand and do that. And I think diagnosing it, I think Cameron probably tried to take a little bit off of it and just hit that 5-iron shot, over the linebacker, and as he took a little bit off the ball, it just slipped out of his hands, and all of a sudden it's out of the back of the end zone, and it was a surefire touchdown, and it would have been great to get that opportunity for Scotty. I think no one's more disappointed than Cam Dukes, and not for himself, but for the opportunity for Scotty Krantz.
Coach, I know this was a tough opponent today, so it was a really solid win. Congratulations.
Thank you. We're happy.
Blue Raiders win it by a score of 26-14. 30-second break. We'll come back. This is Blue Raider football on the Lindsey Wilson Sports Network.